Hi, Jodie. So here's some feedback on your two double-page spreads. So uh, first thing I'd like to do is talk about how we're going to be marking your product. Um, Remember this is from previous students' work, okay? And just like when you evaluated that other students' work, this is how we're going to evaluate yours. So any improvements need to be in relation to one or more of those things. So the first one, use of camera and Photoshop, your mise en scène, the words, which we haven't got many of yet, and creative use of DTP. I think what so far is the creative use of DTP is excellent. I really think you've just got it, like I was saying the other day. Photos are pretty good, actually. The ones I can see, or the one I can see, and the mise en scène is pretty sound. So far, I've only got one image. Now, it's important for you to remember that your magazine must feature a minimum of 4 images. Okay, so just be conscious of that. Make sure you've got all 4. You know, you might have half a dozen on the double-page spread, which you could keep your contents page with this nice kind of abstract background. Is what these lovely hexagons, and I like the color scheme within this very much, and I like this block here. I'm not sure what's going to go in it, if anything. I love the front page as well. I think this is good. The hair, the circles around it, the DTP at the top is all great. So you've got a real ability with graphics and design, and I think very, very well done. I'm going to have a bit of a moan, I'm afraid. These were supposed to be PDFs. Okay, at the moment they're just images. So when I zoom into them, I can't do much detail, and the image just kind of gets pixelated. If it was a PDF, that wouldn't happen. So anyway, the photo here could do with photoshopping again. I think it's too muted. This is your studio shoot. This is your kind of glamour shoot. The lighting's not great on the photo. If you've got another photo, otherwise you're going to need to go into the adjustments in Photoshop and go into your things like your obviously maybe color balance, certainly your curves, and I think you can vibrance and things like that. I think you can play with that a little bit, but at the moment I can't even tell whether it's a good image, actually, because it's a JPEG. If it was a PDF, the image would be better. Inside this edition, yeah, it's nice. The DTP is great here. But this isn't really a kind of list of articles, is it? It's just a text box with some placeholder text within it. So I know you got left behind a little bit because of all the computer problems you suffered for a few lessons. But I think there's quite a lot more work to be done on this. And you need to get that up. And certainly when we get back in January, you are going to have to give up some time after school, lunch times, during your frees, in room 70 on that computer, getting it sorted out. Because not only are these pages a bit underdeveloped, you haven't got the double page spread done either. Okay, so it's really time to pull out the stops in January and get something a bit more coherent. Design-wise, I haven't got a problem. I think it's going to be great. It's just making sure you've got the 4 photos. You've done a bit better in Photoshop because the colors aren't great here. It looks like a music magazine of some sort. This doesn't really look like a contents page. And that obviously you keep your blog up to date as well. So there's quite a few areas, and it's all down just to putting in the hours of work. Okay, Jodie? So have a good Christmas, and I'll see you in January.